For more on today's match, we have Narayan Singh joining us. Well, Narayan, South Africa, the unbeaten so far in the tournament. What has been the key to their consistent performance if you talk about heading into this semi-final? And how do you see today's match?
Well, Ipakshi, you've talked about the South African team so far, unbeaten, and what a stupendous record. If we take a look in the group stages, they defeated New Zealand, and again they are meeting in the semi-final, and in the Super 8 they defeated a title favorite team like India. So we can say that they played a near perfect cricket here in this tournament. And if we take a look head to head between these two teams, South Africa and New Zealand, in the World Cup, in the T20 World Cup also, it is 5-0. It is in favor of the South African team. So in that context, South Africa is a clear favorite between these two teams. But if you talk about a knockout game in a semi-final, it is altogether a different ball game. If you talk about knockout game, the mindset is different, the pressure is different, and you have to approach the game in a different manner. And we know that the New Zealand team is also quite different. They are like a silent assassin, and we know that what kind of cricket they have played. They have consistently there in the knockout stages of the ICC tournament, and yet both the teams, New Zealand and South Africa, are yet to win the shortest format game trophy, and so they will like to win this trophy this time around, because both of them are still just eyeing this elusive trophy here from their cabinet. So if you talk about overall, South Africa is a favorite because of their, if you talk about their bowler Marco Jansen, the kind of bowling he has delivered in this tournament, and there is going to be a matchup between the top order of the New Zealand, because their top order Tim Seifert, and if you talk about their other Rachin Ravindra, all are in good form, and they are hoping that how they will handle the pace and the bounce of the Marco Jansen. And apart from that, if you go to the New Zealand team, they are doing good in patches. They have their own ups and downs in the tournament. But I have already said knockout is a different ball game, and hope they will approach in a different manner. But South Africa, they have a strong middle order. If you take a look at their middle order, they have the player like Tristan Stuff, David Miller, and many more names who can change the game. And the most importantly, their captain, Aiden Markram, if you take a look at his record, he had scored 268 runs with a stupendous strike rate of 175. So once again, their captain will be key to their success. But I feel that here New Zealand, you can't them write off. Because they are consistently in the major tournaments, they are knocking the doors, and hopefully this time around they can turn the tables.
All right. In fact, if you talk about New Zealand, they've had a mixed campaign but have experience in big matches as well. Do you think they have what it takes to upset South Africans at Eden Gardens today?
And definitely, if we talk about New Zealand, we know that they have the experience of playing in the subcontinental condition before this World Cup. They were in India, and their last T20 series was against India, where they lost the series, but they got an immense experience of that. And before this match, this semi-final match, they played their most of the matches in Sri Lanka, and after being there for 10 days, they are finally returning here in India, and they are playing at the Eden Gardens at the Kolkata. There is a quite difference in the conditions in South Africa, in Sri Lanka and India, because the pitch in Sri Lanka was quite different, quite stacky, and the ball was just coming after too late to the bat. But here the conditions are different. The ball is nicely coming onto the bat, and they have the good hitter like Seifert and Phil Annan. We know that he is playing extraordinary cricket. Rachin Ravindra, and on the order they have Daryl Mitchell, who can also smack the ball all across the park. So this is the contest that will decide this match, is the power play. How the top order of the New Zealand plays the players like Marco Jansen, because Marco Jansen has a good height, and from the height he throws the ball. Actually, it comes at a different level with bit more bounce. So we know that their opener Tim Seifert and the Phil Annan picks the short ball very in a proper manner. But when the bounce is a bit different, it may be difficult for them too. So the first 6 overs, the power play will decide the result of the match.
All right, Narayan, thank you so much for all those details.